Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to cook so many in a very simple step. So join me and let's just go into it immediately. So I have here with me my pan to seal it. I have here 3 so for this demonstration. So for also this demonstration, I need some all-purpose flour. You can use any flour of your choice. Doesn't really matter. And I also have here some butter. You can also use margarine and at the end, add some butter. It is just fine. And if you don't eat butter, you can also use olive oil or another oil. But you know, when we say salmone, it is always with butter. So let me start and demonstrate how this is made. And at the end, I'm going to show you, give you also tips how you can achieve that golden crispiness of the sole. So let's get started. For this tip, for the perfect sole, to crispy sole, you always have to dry the sole properly. Make sure that there is no liquid anymore in the sole, because this will give the crispiness when sealing the sole. So with the help of a cooking roll, dip, or just, see the way I'm doing it to remove any liquid from the sole. This will help the sole to achieve that brown and that crispiness that you are looking for the sealing. So welcome everyone once again to my channel. Thank you for coming on this live show once again. I'm happy to show and share with you all my doings here in our little kitchen, in our little restaurant, what we do here. Our aim is also here to share our love, our passion, and our knowledge about French, Belgian cuisine and modern technique in general. So if that is your cup of tea, stay tuned and see this episode today. And you can also check on our channel other recipes about desserts, starter meal, main course, count it, and even modern technique like, making fruit caviar and so much more. So just check out our channel and check out what we are doing here. And if that is what you are looking for, you're on the right channel. So let me just keep on and going and showing you exactly what we are going to demonstrate today. So I start by warming up my pan. Warming up, because when you are cooking sole, that means you have to seal it up. Sealing means cooking it on not a moderate heat, but a little bit higher. That means you have to bring the butter to what we call beurre noisette, that is brown in color, to be able to achieve that brownness you need for the sole, for the perfect sole. So your pan have to be warm enough, and then you add your butter to the pan and you allow the butter to melt and to go till light brownish before you start sealing the sole. Okay, so the first step is to flour the sole by, just using a little bit, dusting the sole with a little bit of flour So you just dust it a bit. It is not the aim that the soul, you know, is that there's too much flour in the soul. Otherwise, it will change the taste of the soul. So it's just the aim of dusting the soul like this on the flour. So you see, it's a bit dusted, and that is all you need. You don't need more. Soul is very known here in Belgium and France because of this method of preparation. It is so simple, but yet people miss this step a lot, and it becomes sometimes very difficult because they don't achieve that golden crispiness. So in this life, I'm really going to show you how to achieve that perfect sealing that you need in making or cooking the perfect soul. So now I will allow the butter to melt. After melting, and surely for you to have that crispiness and perfect sealing, you have to allow it to cook until light brown. Noisette, we call it. We are almost there, but we are not there yet. So noisette means brown butter. It means that the butter has cooked more than has melted and is going to brownish. That is noisette. So I give it more warmness, more heat, so that the butter will melt faster. But it is not the aim that the butter burnt, because sometimes people miss it. Before you know it, your butter will get burnt, and when the butter get burnt, you will surely taste it in the fish. Also, you will taste that burntness in the fish. So it is not the meaning or the aim of the butter to get burnt. It is just the butter getting brownish. So we are almost there. We are not there yet. You see the butter start getting brownish. That is noisette. We're almost there getting noisette. It is very important that you don't burn the butter, nor not brownish enough. That is the right color, what we call noisette. Look, so now I'm going to place the fish one side. You see the fish will start directly, immediately we start cooking. So and this is the next step. So it is also very important. Let me explain the next step. This is where most people get it also wrong. When you are cooking sole, you don't have to start turning it every second. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone until it becomes golden crispy from one side before you flip it. So the next step is I am going to season with some salt and pepper, and that is all, nothing more. Don't add any fish herbs, this, that to sole. It doesn't need anything more than pepper and salt. So nothing more. Please don't flip it. You have to allow the sole to cook till the golden crispiness before the sole is flipped. When you flip the sole, you are sure that the sole is cooked in one side, except later when we will arroseing, that is pouring the butter on top of the sole. But at the moment, the only thing you need to do is just leave it alone. Hello everyone, thank you once again for coming on this live episode. My name is Chef Vivian. Cooking is my love, and everything I do here is I do it with love because I want to share also my passion with you guys. If you have any question about this episode, make sure to leave a comment or send a message, and I will always answer each and every one of you your questions. Meanwhile, let's keep cooking. So I will just try to take a look now. You see, it has not gained the crispiness, so you just have to allow it until it is golden brown. Because when you start flipping and flipping, what will happen? You can even, the shape or the sole will start getting, splitted, or the skin will start getting rough. So you just leave it alone till it is crispy before you flip it. So, but meanwhile, if you don't have an idea of how it works, you can try to look at the side if it is golden enough to flip or not. If it is not, you just allow it for more cooking. So sole fish is not so difficult to cook. It is only depend on the technique. Technique is the most important. Is most important when you are cooking fish. So it's like cooking any other fish. When you mix the technique, everything goes wrong. And that is why sometimes people say, "Oh, I cook the fish. It's too dry. It's not cooked enough." You just have the right technique to cook the fish the right way. So that is just cooking it and leaving it till it is crispy. And then we check the fish again once more. Okay, we are almost there. Of course, when you are using a gas, I'm using an electric cooker for this demonstration. But most of the time when I'm cooking here, I'm cooking on a gas. So it is faster. It depends on the stove you are using. If you are using a gas stove, it will be definitely faster than what I am using here. But for this demonstration, I'm using this, so it takes a little bit more time to seal the sole. But we still need to, make sure the sole is sealed properly before flipping it. So I think for me, I will still give it a little bit of seal, because that is just what is the sole fish about. Because when you miss that step, you cannot, cook the sole the way it should be. So you see the butter is golden. Look at, you see that it's golden, that butter, the butter there, the sole is golden. That is how it should look like. It should not burn. Okay, now I think it's time to flip look at that. What do you think? That is golden. You should do nothing to that sole. Just look at crispiness and golden. That is, look at that. You see what I was talking about. golden. So the next is to season again. And then with pepper and some salt and some pepper. That is all you need for soulfish. And now I am going to add more butter to the soulfish. So, and this now I am going to arrose, that is using the cooked butter to, pour on the soulfish like this. So this keep the fish crispy but moist and not like that kind of dryness. It gives that kind of crispy but still very moist from inside. So you just keep stirring. At this point, I'm going to turn down my heat to almost the lowest while I show you other procedures. So you just allow it now, the warmness goes into the fish. It goes into the fish. You can see that the butter is not burnt. It is brownish, but it is not burnt. So we call this arrosé. So it's not burnt, but it's just brownish. You allow it for a couple of minutes. Let me clean my table a bit. So for this demonstration, I'm going to add a little bit of herbs, and here I'm using some parsley. I will be using some parsley and some lemon and lemon to show you how to present this dish. So doesn't mean so many, doesn't need more. So many is one of the most easy but underestimated, dish that you can easily get wrong if you miss a step. So it is not difficult. I just give it a little bit of, the green on the sole. Just give it a little bit of green on the sole. Then here I will slice, or you can just, like, if you want to make a star of the lemon, you make it by, look, it is just a simple style to design your lemon. So it is just, look, so after doing it, you just tap it like this, you see, and you have this two beautiful style. One is bigger than the other. But you have these two, lemon. You can use which one you want. You can also even just slice it in in quarter sizes. Depends on what you want. But for me, I think it's just good like this enough. So our soul menu is almost ready. Look at that. Look at that juiciness, that crispiness, that goldenness. That who don't love this? If you are a fish lover and you like eating fish and you like sole, I think sole is one of the most delicious fish that you can find out there. You can do so much with sole fish, especially simple and classic way like the sole menu, just in an all-purpose flour, season, bake in sole in a noisette, and allow it the crispiness, the warmness to go into the fish, crispy from outside and juicy from inside. And there are other ways you can also use so many, like you can sole, like you can also poach sole and serve it with béarnaise or muslin sauce. You can also use sole, perfect for fish stick. But let me show you in this episode how we serve this sole fish simple in our restaurant. Okay, let me clean up my table a bit because I like cleaning up. So make sure you check out our channel and check out our other videos also. Like, any kind of video you're looking for, from dessert to appetizer till, cookies till, we make everything here in our little restaurant here. We serve everything here. So that is why we are showing you what we are doing here in our restaurant. So if you are interested, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and also share with your friends and family or to whom it may be useful. Thank you. So now I'm going to show you how to plate this caviar. How to place this sole. It is just easy on a plate and with your buttering. So you don't need anything fancy for sole fish. There is no fanciness. It is just so fancy enough for itself. So look at that. And make sure you have that lovely butter sauce on your sole fish. That is the aim of the sole fish. Look at that. So that is the aim of your sole fish with that butter sauce. So look at, here is the sole fish. And also, I always present my sole fish with a little bit of, watercress for that freshness and that fresh touch. So with this, you use the lemon and you squeeze some lemon on it. I don't like squeezing lemon on it because lemon is also a taste that is individually, some people like more lemon, some people like less lemon. So that's why I never sprinkle lemon on my fish. I always allow the clients to squeeze their lemon to their taste. That is why I always serve the lemon with the sole fish to every client to do his wish. Even if the client need more, then I will make more I will serve more lemon instead of squeezing too much lemon to their taste. So this is sole meunier, cook on a classic way in our restaurant. Cook with butter, so noisette, boiled noisette, and serve with some parsley, watercress, and lemon. I hope you enjoyed this episode and you learned something new in this episode. We will also be showing you different ways and different fish method preparation that we make here in our kitchen. Hope you join us for another episode next time to see which other fish we are going to prepare. Or maybe it will also be still sole, but another manner or another way of preparing sole. So thank you everyone for staying tuned, and see you guys. Signing up here, Chef Vivian. Follow us, like us, and share with your friends and family or to whom it may be useful. Thank you. Kisses. And see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.